Okay, the proportions are a little bit different in the thing I want to imitate here, but it's no big deal. First, I do need to fix this up a little bit. Let's try to be a little bit more systematic about how we do this. I'll plot some corners here. Like I was saying, the proportions will be a bit different than the thing I'm looking to imitate, just because it's, well, the proportions on what I'm looking at are indeed different. Although I should perhaps do this a little bit differently than I was looking to do it. I want to imitate the source material better here. Wait, hold on. Is this thing? No, I was just looking at that wrong. Okay. I was just placing it wrong. Okay. So those are our corners. Just kind of like that. And then, how many shades do we have? Not a lot. I think we have enough. Vaguely. We'll have fewer shades than in the original here, to say the least, but... I did not recall the palette being such a limiting factor in this game. I had no recollection of being frequently frustrated by it. That seems to be how things are when playing this game. Stop that. This is kind of a slight artistic interpretation of the original here, but I think I'll go with it. Actually, I do have another shade to work with here now that I think about it. This one's really, really bright. Or it's practically white, so I'm not sure it's really useful. But for that matter, I'm not sure it is a green shade. I think it's not. Careful how I do this part, because I'm actually gonna lose a good deal of what I started with in a little bit here if I'm not careful. See how well this turns out. I'm completely convinced it's gonna be as nice as I'm hoping, actually. I think at this point I have to kind of go for it. There we go. It's just that kind of lost me some of the... Nope. Scaffolding I had at the very beginning. Some of these lines are rather awkwardly placed in the original, to be honest. A couple little things like that. That doesn't really work, does it? I like to have something that acknowledges this ridge here, but I don't think I can get anything that looks right. Ideally, I'd have more shades of green here to work with. If I made it red instead of green, I could have done that. I could have used the many shades of red that I had, but I don't know. This might be all I can really do. I'm not too unhappy with it. I don't think. One thing I notice it does is the very outside is also made lighter. I think it kind of works. I think it's nice looking. So, I mean, in the end, this just looks like a generic, good-looking gem. But, this was supposed to be specifically modeled after the Chaos Emeralds in the first Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just a notable rock that I could think of. But, the proportions it has are fairly different from the original. The edges are much more pointed, kind of. Like the diagonal sections are longer, and the non-diagonal ones, like the horizontal and the vertical ones, are shorter. I'd appreciate not dying. Yeah, so to me it doesn't look super recognizable. Just because the shape is different, since that's just a generic looking gem. Where did that guy go? Come on. These guys, for some reason this thing cannot hit enemies that are not on screen, and I noticed that. I've noticed that a few times now. Yeah, look at that, that looks good. Doesn't have much character to it, but anyways. Oh, bye, Blue. Like I can still attack them when I'm down here. That is authentically appreciated. Come on. Actually, this... What? That's supposed to kill things. It only kills everything on screen. Or even close to the screen. Anyways. Finally healed up. Okay, anyways. Let's get out of here. Fantastic. Oh! Oh, pretty well. Alright. Bye, everyone.